community come to partnership with Sierra Leone, and these medicines are brought, they don't only, give the medicine, but they ensure that the medicine go to the right people, to the right hospitals, not take them to private pharmacies where they are sold and the money goes to God knows where. So that could be a role the international community and the civil society groups could play to network, to collaborate, to partner with the government to ensure that some of these policies are really, institutionalized.
And what about the specific situation of human rights after the war and after so many years of UN peacekeeping force staying in the country?
Okay.
Right now.
Well, I want to tell you, there is so much awareness. The war brought with it so many challenges, but again, it's left a legacy of awareness. Mm-hmm. And that is even the reason why we have a dramatic change in the elections. I want to say, all over the world, it is very difficult to remove a government in power. And Sierra Leone has demonstrated that. The youths were very active during the elections. They were used during the war to commit so many atrocities, to violate human rights. And this time round during the election, there was a song, a preaching about non-violence campaign. We can belong to opposition parties, but that does not mean we have to fight. We should involve in non-violent communication rather than abusing ourselves, thereby violating the rights of our fellow people. And when I do a comparison, as a result of the awareness, and because of the growth of so many human rights organizations that monitor the violation of human rights, the incident, if I compare it, during the war, it has drastically reduced. Because women now talk about their rights. In past, when a woman is beaten, she's battered in the home, she just keeps quiet, she doesn't report. But because of the awareness that had been instilled in the community about the respect for human rights, when a woman is beaten by her husband, she goes to the police station and reports. She feels, betrayed, she feels battered, she feels violated. Now she has a voice to complain. And the police, thank God, is taking active action to ensure that at every stage when violations are caused, they try to handle them, either in a peaceful way or by prosecuting the violators. So you can see we have learned so many lessons. Nobody wants to resort to war again. Nobody wants to amputate the hand of another person, because those are all gross abuses of human rights. But the war has taught us so many lessons that we shouldn't turn on each other to abuse ourselves, but to move forward, to work together. So comparatively, human rights situation has improved a lot. Yes, even though there will be isolated incidences, but the good thing is they are reported.
And there is this widespread awareness about what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Even somebody in the village now, like one time I went to a place I call so remote, and you see a village woman talking about her rights as a woman, that at night I have a right to tell you I'm not ready for sex. It is my right. If you do it beyond my consent, you are raping me. So you see, even the villagers are also accepting, understanding the concept of marital rape. Yeah. Because if there is no consent, then you are raping me. I was so impressed. I was very impressed when they were relating their experiences in a very remote village, far away from the main city.
Okay, just the last question.
That's fine.
We would like to know something about your experience. We know that you are dealing with some organizations for human rights, especially for women. So, which is your work? What are you doing in these organizations?
Okay. In these organizations, as I highlighted earlier, we work with them in partnership. Because we want to ensure that their voices are heard as women. We have several women organizations. Some of them, they cater for specific audiences, like the Market Women Association. They feel more comfortable talking among themselves regarding issues that affect them. We have the Nurses Association. They also feel comfortable talking among themselves. And so many women's group, the 50-50 gender parity group, whose primary aim is to ensure that women participate in governance. Like in the last election, I participated in training women because we realized that women lack the willpower. They are shy, to come out in public and address important issues. We train them on public speaking to ensure that they go to the community and campaign freely without fear, without intimidation. And we realized that after those trainings, the women, they took the podium. They were in all the campaign trails, preaching equality, preaching change, and that's really helped. That's one of the things, empowering the women to be able to be confident to stand out in public and talk to men, their counterparts, and also women. We also have groups which are primarily responsible to monitor human rights abuses, like the Women's Forum. That's part of what they do. They go around, they have monitors all over to ensure that they document the human rights abuses that are taking place in the country. And several other women organizations do a lot of things toward that. We have another local organization called Teduosil. There are many street girls today. When they want to take them out of the street, they take them from the street, they teach them basic trainings like gara, tie-dye, just to take them from the street, divert their attention from anything that will also lead to more problems. So they are there, we train them, build their skills, enhance their capacity, so they will have income at the end of the day after they have learned the skills. So these are some of the activities we we do with women, and in turn they will go and implement them in their respective districts, towns, villages.
Thank you very much for this briefing today, and welcome again.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
I will try to speak very slowly because I have been informed that you are able to understand some English. If that assumption is right, then I'm going to speak slowly because it's always wonderful without having to do with translation. In that way, we'll be able to interact in a proper manner. Did you get me right?
Right.
No, that answer is very weak. It doesn't tell me you got me. So I ask again, did you get me correct? Well, I still see a few people that did not say yes. So that means in between, we'll have to make use of translation. I want to thank the organizers of this program for yet another opportunity for me to share my experiences with the Italian community.
Prima di tutto avete capito che ha chiesto se è riuscita a capirlo senza la traduzione. Qualcuno di voi ha risposto di sì, però vorrei capire quanti effettivamente riescono a capire.
Previous speakers and the last presentation we just saw had made my work very, very easy, which means I have to speak for less than 5 minutes.
Dice che la presentazione che è stata fatta precedentemente con il video, con le speaker, chiaramente le ha rese il compito molto più facile, per cui basterà per lei parlare circa 5 minuti.
What you saw on that video represents the first introductory part of it, gives you a clear picture of what the war in Sierra Leone, the level of poverty, the abuse of human rights, the rights of children.